Today, I want to do a different type of video for you guys. Last time I did a video where we kind of looked into the history of the newest Got Some Black Powder update was back when COB released. When COB got released, we kind of dove into the history of everything, and I thought that was really fun to do, and I haven't done that in a while, and I want to do that with today's newest NPC character, William H. Crawford. And this is no ordinary NPC, because Crawford is based on a real historical figure from the Napoleonic Wars. So let's go ahead and break down who he is, what he did, and how he fits into the game's chaotic universe. And just really quick, I already know this question is going to get asked in the comments down below. There are two William Crawfords that are both historical figures. We're not going to be talking about Colonel William Crawford. He is not the same as William H. Crawford. Colonel William Crawford was a soldier, and William H. Crawford was a prominent American politician. William Harris Crawford lived during the late 1700s and the early 1800s, and he did some pretty interesting things. He was born on February 24th in 1772 in Virginia, but he grew up in Georgia. Back then, the United States was just getting started as a country. He decided that he wanted to make the country a better place, so he became a politician. That means he worked on making important rules and decisions for everyone. He had a lot of important jobs, like being the U.S. Senator, where he helped write laws, and then later the Secretary of War and the Secretary of the Treasury. That's like being in charge of the army or the country's money. In 1824, William wanted to be the President of the United States, but back then the rules were a bit different, and the election didn't go as planned. Even though he didn't win, he did help shape politics and the ideas in America. People mainly remember William Harris Crawford because he was a leader who worked hard to help the young United States grow. He showed that even if things don't always go your way, you can still make a difference. In Got Some Black Powder, Crawford's role is reimagined with a survivalist twist. You'll first encounter him in the attic of a farmhouse, a clever nod to his historical knack for staying out of the fray while working behind the scenes. But don't be fooled, this isn't your average diplomatic mission. As soon as you approach, Crawford drops a vase on your head in a hilariously tense moment, mistaking you for a threat. This brief exchange sets the tone for his character, cautious yet resourceful, with a hint of dry humor. He'll quickly realize you're there to help him and jump down, ready to begin the perilous journey to the docks. Escorting Crawford is no easy task. As you move through the Roscoff map, you'll have to fend off waves of undead while keeping him alive. But your ultimate goal is to board the USS Constitution and escape this infected chaos. The USS Constitution, which is also known as Old Ironsides, is a wooden-hulled heavy frigate of the United States Navy. She is the world's oldest commissioned naval warship that is still afloat. She was launched in 1797, one of the 6 original frigates authorized for construction by the Naval Act of 1794, and the third constructed. The name Constitution was among 10 names submitted to President George Washington by the Secretary of War Timothy Pickering in March of 1795 for the frigates that were to be constructed. This ship is most noted for their actions during the War of 1812 against the United Kingdom, when she captured numerous merchant ships and defeated 5 British warships. Once at the docks, you'll help Crawford climb aboard the USS Constitution. But don't breathe easy just yet, because there are still zombies to deal with. On the ship, Crawford will watch from the ropes and throw in the occasional commentary, adding a bit of levity to the otherwise intense scene. Let's go ahead and break down this one voice line that Crawford has.
Tell me you didn't dock it. Please, you didn't. You did, didn't you? That ship would be better off floating in Trafalgar.
During this voice line, Crawford is referring to the Battle of Trafalgar. The Battle of Trafalgar was a naval engagement that took place on the 21st of October in 1805 between the British Royal Navy and the combined fleets of the French and the Spanish navies during the War of the Third Coalition, and this was during the Napoleonic Wars of 1803 to 1815. As part of Napoleon's plans to invade the United Kingdom, the French and the Spanish fleets combined to take control of the English Channel. However, they encountered the British fleet, which was under Lord Nelson, and they recently assembled to meet this threat in the Atlantic Ocean along the southwest coast of Spain off of the Cape of Trafalgar. Nelson was outnumbered with 27 British ships on the line to the 33 Franco-Spanish ships, including the largest warship in either fleet, the Spanish Santissima Trinidad. The victory confirmed British naval supremacy and was achieved in part through Nelson's departure from the prevailing naval tactical orthodoxy. And that's pretty much all that I checked out for this Roscoff map. If there's anything I missed, or if there's some more stuff that you guys want to see more for the history on inside of Roscoff, please let me know and I'll gladly do a part 2 to this video. It's very fun and interesting to me to go ahead and check out the history of things that get thrown into GMB, because they do try to be historically accurate in some sections of this game. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me. My name's JMT, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, history nerds.